I match. Hey guys, what is going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with another video from the Templin Institute. They have been posting more and more 40k and Warhammer videos, which I will get to, because I know there is some fantasy fans out there. I've seen you on my Total War Warhammer videos. Or maybe you just like the game and not the lore. I don't know. But either way, I'll get to those as well, because, well, I want to know more about the lore. Now, before we get to the video, I am joined by my little Space Marine here. This is actually an exclusive from the Games Workshop convention they used to have every year. I think the closest one to me was, I think, in Maryland or Rhode Island. I don't remember. But yeah, every year they used to do a Games Workshop convention, and they would have one exclusive model only available for the convention. They used to alternate between them every single year. One year was fantasy, one year was 40k, and back and forth. And actually this guy right here was it. Just a regular Space Marine, Power Fist, Stormbolter. And he was like $20 or $25. Kind of really hard to see. This camera sucks. I need a new camera. Yeah, it's not picking him up. So yeah, he'll be joining us today on the little video. He'll sit right down there. Alright, so anyways, let's get to the video, which is called War of Dark Revelations. Here we go. Alright, who is this battle about?
When the Tau ventured outward from the cradle of their home star system, they did so as burning sparks of life in a dying galaxy. They have emerged on the interstellar stage as a rising sun in the east, bringing with them the light of progress and harmony. Of the endless multitude of races that have expanded into the void, none can match the Tau's dynamism, unity of purpose, and superb grasp of technology. From a once empty and desolate region of space has come an empire. Toxic planets transformed into lush worlds shining with industry, commerce, and culture. Artificial planets, orbital docks, and strings of relay stations binding together
isn't like the
an
Tau
entire
like kind of like,
civilization in a way that few before
I don't want to say like the friendliest, but like the most,
as their empire relentlessly expands, the Tau
I
have
guess,
an
like
unshakable
friendliest
belief
race,
the galaxy
kind
is theirs to
of.
rule,
It's like
and
a
that
gray
no matter
area.
how long it may take, there is no power in the universe that will not one day accept the superiority of their culture and their destiny as the true emissaries of the greater good. But the unshakable
I've heard, like,
ideology
you know,
that drives the Tau onwards
guardsmen or
is
someone
built
who
on a
flee to Tau,
foundation
like they'll
of
take them
ignorance.
in
Only
under
a few among
certain
their kind
circumstances,
have begun to
like they
grasp the
have
true
to
nature
fight
of
for
the
them and
universe
join
and their
the
place
greater
within it.
good type of stuff.
Yet even those Tau with a vague awareness of the powers that shape the galaxy refuse to accept that the stars around which their worlds now orbit were once crafted and shattered on the whims of ancient monsters. Or that long before their ancestors had mastered fire, living gods warred against one another, bringing to ruin the realm of their creator. Or that as the Tau look outwards to the galaxy with hope and optimism, the galaxy looks back on them as nothing more than a trivial realm of naive children. The ignorance of the Tau has emboldened their empire to accomplish wonders, but has just as often been exploited by outsiders, bringing with them terror, death, and desolation. It is a lesson the Tau have learned to their sorrow time and time again, but never as costly as during the War of Dark Revelations.
Here we go.
The Tau Empire gained a healthy fear of the Tyranid Hive fleets after one such swarm, Hive Fleet Gorgon, was barely repelled after entering Tau space. With the threat of other Hive fleets imminent, the Empire desperately sought out new technologies, advantages, or allies wherever they might be found. Nids. In the closing years of the 41st millennium, with the Tau world of Vigos threatened by a tendril of Hive Fleet Kraken, a unique opportunity that seemingly presented itself.
What is it, Kraken and
As
Leviathan,
the
the
Tau
two biggest
defenders of Vigos
hive
prepared for
fleets?
the arrival of the Hive Fleet, their high command was approached by a strange individual from a race they had never before encountered. Calling himself Urian Rakarth, he offered the services of his coven, the Prophets of Flesh. All he asked for in exchange was that once the battle was won, the Tau would consent to what he called a cultural exchange. Eager for both allies and to spread the tenets of the greater good, the Tau accepted without hesitation.
Oh god, why?
When the skies above Vigos were darkened
guy
by
like
the
that
arrival
comes
of
to you?
countless Tyranid bioforms, Rakarth's
No,
warriors
it's good.
quickly proved their worth. Seen as grotesque by their Tau allies, they nevertheless seemed impervious to pain and cut a swath of carnage through the Tyranids faster than the eye could follow.
I
In
mean,
their
okay,
wake
well,
came legions of gruesome machines, seemingly formed from mechanical and biological
they were very
components
effective,
alike.
but
Together,
still.
these allies were decisive in the defense of Vigos, and while the tactics of the strangers were stomach-churning, the Tau defenders
yeah, I mean,
could
would
not
you really
help
trust
but
someone
be
who looks like
impressed.
that?
Once the last of the Tyranids had been struck down, Urian Rakarth returned to name his price.
Oh boy.
For the assistance of his coven,
Here
he
we
demanded
go.
77 Tau from each of their societal castes be handed over to him, as well as 7 ethereals. Though the ethereals, the highest leaders among the Tau, could not be traded under any circumstances, they agreed to the remainder of Rakarth's demand. During the next phase of
And
the
what
war
became
against
of
Hive
those
Fleet
lucky
Kraken,
few?
the Tau and their allies began a focused counterattack. Again, the Prophets of Flesh were decisive against the Tyranids, especially the new weapon they had deployed to the battlefield. They were towering forms of flesh and bone, ribs protruding from a weeping mass of scar tissue. Eldritch vials tore into their backs and stomachs, bubbling with glowing liquids.
Ugh.
Needles were half buried in their skins, and wounds pulled apart by biting hooks.
Ugh.
They screamed
Kinda like
and moaned in
Hellraiser.
despair as they tore their way through Hive Fleet Kraken, emerging victorious after 6 days of butchery. But amongst the Tau that fought alongside them, a terrible suspicion had begun to form. Footage
Okay, well,
of the
that's
battle
good.
captured by their drones and warriors
What the hell
revealed
is
that
that
the newest
thing?
weapons crafted by the Prophets of Flesh bore strips of skin of a striking similarity to the blue-grey flesh of the Tau themselves. Within seconds of the realization of what had become of their cultural exchange, Rakarth transmitted his new demand to the Tau High Command.
Uh-oh.
7 ethereals, or 7,077 other Tau in their place. Furious at Rakarth's treachery, fleet reserves were mobilized from the nearby Tau world of Rubicon. As they engaged their former ally
Yeah, I
in
wouldn't
orbit of
trust them.
Vigos, they found his starships
I
to
think
be
it would be on the
nothing
trigger
more
the
than
entire
mirages,
time. Like, even once the
tricks of
battle's
light
over,
and
still be
shadow.
like holding my gun with my finger on
It
the
was
trigger,
then
just
that
in
the first
case.
distress calls from their headquarters were received. The Tau fleet raced with all possible speed back to Rubicon, but the planet they had departed was now unrecognizable. Where there had once been great cities, there were now only ruins and the unmistakable signs of struggle, death, and slaughter. Yet not a single body was found. Not a single
Really?
Tau of any caste remained on Rubicon, nor any of its precious ethereals. Within Camorra, the vast capital of the Drukhari, are said to be great and terrible arenas.
That would be creepy.
Beneath the laughter of countless shadows, the finest warriors from every race across the galaxy are tormented by lone gladiators, against which they have no chance. Few among the Tau have any knowledge of this place, for the War of Dark Revelations has been buried by the ethereals to keep the dream of the greater good alive. Those
Oh,
burdened
so
with
this
the
was
knowledge
kept
that
secret.
Tau captives were taken from Rubicon to a realm of torture, forever beyond the reach of the Tau, must hope that they have long since been given a quick death. But it is a hope built on ignorance, for any who have come to know the Drukhari well know that no one dies quickly in the Dark City.
God, no. It's going to be slow and painful and last for thousands and thousands of years. If that. Probably longer. Wow, so that is very interesting. So they kept this war a secret just to keep up the greater good, just to be like, yeah, this really didn't happen. No, you don't want to know about that, We traded what was it? They wanted 7,777, Tau Warriors, and they wanted ethereals and stuff, and then something happened, and no bodies were ever found. I could see why you'd want to keep that, keep that under wraps. I want, yeah, we align with these very creepy looking people, and they offered help. They were very effective, but yeah, really didn't trust them. And they started changing demands and stuff like that. We want 7 ethereals and what was it, 77 or 777 Tau Warriors and stuff like that. And of course they wouldn't hand over the ethereals because, well, that makes sense. That's high command, that's people in charge. You're not going to hand them over, yeah, go ahead, take the warriors, just like anywhere. And then of course, they changed the rules and stuff. But yeah, these guys come a knocking. Nah, we're good. We're good. We'll handle this on our own. You see these guys coming. Yeah, we're here to help. We'll make some agreements and stuff like that. Would you take them up on their offer? I don't think so. Someone like this comes over and yeah, we would like to help. Nah, you get a whole bunch of creepy tools and needles and gaping wounds and your flesh missing and stuff like that. No, nah, we're good. Good, we're all set. We'll handle this. But yeah, Dark Eldar. What do you expect? I mean, they do look actually really creepy. What is I know there is a very named character. I can't remember what he's called. That might actually be a picture of him, and they didn't use his name because I guess, well, he probably didn't take part. But I thought there was a named character. Oh, what is he called? Or maybe he's not named, but there is one who looks like this. I thought he was named, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, come on. You see someone like that coming to be like, I'm here to help you. No, we're good. No, thanks. We got this. We got this, Don't worry about yourselves, We got this, Although, I don't know, in the 41st millennium, stuff like this, mechanical arms and needles and stuff like that could just be a daily normal, oh, okay, yeah, daily normal thing. But yeah, that was, that was interesting. But yeah, isn't Hive Fleet Leviathan and Kraken the 2 biggest Hive fleets? But yeah, that's pretty interesting that they, got the help. Yes, they were very effective, but very sketchy too. I mean, that picture does look pretty badass. Those things are actually very creepy looking. It's like something out of Hellraiser. I can't tell if that's an outfit or just his skin has just been peeled away. I guess you'd take it however you want. Think of it as well, could be a mixture of clothes. I don't know. Because I mean, down here it kind of looks like a dress, but then up here it just kind of looks like the skin's just been peeled away. Ugh, I don't want to talk about that. It's nasty. But I mean, they do have some pretty cool stuff. Whatever the hell this thing is looks pretty badass. And then whatever that big brute thing is, yeah, whatever the hell this thing is, that's pretty badass looking. Whatever it is. But yep, there we go. So there is the War of Dark Revelations. I can see why they keep it under wraps. So yeah, there we go. That was actually pretty interesting. I kind of hope they do more videos like this talking about different wars, different battles and stuff like that, because that would be really cool. You know, there's so many different battles and stuff like that. It'd be really cool to see, like, you know, hear more details and you know, all sorts of things. You know, oh, this battle here took place on this planet, and you know, it was against this many guards, and this happened, that happened, blah 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 blah. I think that'd be really cool. So I kind of hope they go, you know, they continue on with all these maybe war and battle videos. I don't know. That'd be cool. Guess we'll have to wait and see. But they are putting out, like I said, more and more 40K and Warhammer videos, because I think they just put out one not too long ago. I think one about the Empire. So that'd be really cool. I wouldn't mind learning more about the Empire and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, so there we go. War of Dark Revelations. That was pretty cool. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you guys liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. Links in the description box below. And of course, stick around. You know, I still have more text-to-speech videos. And I think there's like another 40K video. I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, and then I'll try to get into the fantasy ones as well. So if you're into fantasy, you know, stick around. And I don't know if there's been any updates on any of the fan videos. You know, like another Astartes or Death of Hope or all the other ones that I've done reaction videos to. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on like so many of them, because there was so many of them. What was it? The one about guards, the Imperial Guard, which it was kind of like live action-y. Oh my God, what's it called? I was talking about it, I think, in like the last video. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. That's going to irritate me now. That is going to irritate me now if I can't think of it. Oh my God, what is it called? I think it was like one word too. Oh man. What is it called? Asteria. There we go. Asteria, an unofficial Warhammer 40K trailer. And of course we got the trailer 7 months ago. And last thing we saw was a behind the scenes of Asteria 40K Part 1, and that was posted 2 months ago. So I don't think there's been any updates on that. And then there was like a whole bunch of other ones. I can't remember what other ones they were called. Thought I had them all saved somewhere. I guess not. But yeah, there's like a whole bunch of Primaris. Nope. Yeah, Primaris Last Templar teaser. So there was a teaser for another one called Primaris. I can't remember which other ones there were, but there was like a whole bunch of other, you know, fan-made videos that was still waiting for more information. So I'll be doing, you know, videos on those, which hopefully we'll get something soon. And where the hell's the Games Workshop one? Has anyone like heard anything about it? What was it? Angels of Death? Wasn't it supposed to come out in like the end of 2019 or something like that? And then we had like some information at the beginning of last year, or a teaser or another trailer at like the beginning, like January or February of last year. And still like nothing. Is there like any word on it? Is there like a certain place I can go to see if there's like any information on it? Is that still coming out? And then I think, what else was there? There was like another one people were telling me about. Bolterin something. I don't really remember that one at all. But like, any of these still coming out? Are these still happening? I don't know. If you guys know, let me know, because I'm curious, you know. Hopefully they're still going forward and they're still coming out. Who knows? But anyways, other than that, like I said, stick around. More videos are on the way, and I'll see you guys next time.